Hello students, this is Sujila, facilitator of Fortune Butterfly Senior Secondary School. Today you are going to learn about nutrition in plants. In the previous classes, you learned that food is essential for all living organisms. You also learned that carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, fats, these all we called as components of food. These components of foods also called as nutrients. These nutrients are necessary for our body. Here all living organisms require the food, but plants can prepare their own food. But animals, including the human being, cannot prepare their own food. So these all means plants and human also depend upon the plants for all the requirement what they want. Means what we can say, thus human and animals are directly or indirectly depend on the plants. Here then, how the plants are preparing the food? The plants are preparing the food their own by some of the using some of the factors, and they are preparing their food. First we have to know how, in which way the plants are preparing their own food. In this, different types of modes are there. Means they are using ways, different ways. Here we can see mode of nutrition in plants we have to learn now. What are the mode of nutrition in a plant? Especially two types are there. One is autotrophic nutrition. Here we can see autotrophic nutrition, and next one is a heterotrophic nutrition. Here, what is the meaning of the autotrophic nutrition? We must know the meaning of the autotrophic nutrition. Auto means, here we can see auto means self, trophos means the nourishment. Here the green plants or some of the plants are preparing their own food in the process of autotrophic nutrition. We call this process, right? Then some other plants or animals or organisms, they cannot prepare their food. So those we called as heterotrophs, or the nutrition we called as heterotrophic nutrition. Means they cannot prepare their food their own. Now here, how they are preparing their food, what are the necessary factors for preparing food, we have to know. Here the plants mainly getting the factors. For example, see, if you want to prepare any food at your home, any recipe, so for that some of the ingredients you have to add. Right? So plants also, for preparing their food, some of the ingredients are required. What are the ingredients? We can say the word factors. For preparing the food, they must be use some of the factors. So the factors, what are the requirement of these factors? How they will get? They will obtain these all factors from their surroundings itself. Right? So how they are preparing, where they are preparing also we have to know. Where they will prepare the food, where they will prepare the food, here see, the leaves are food factories of plant, we can say. The leaves are food factories of plants. Yes, the plants are obtain the factors for photosynthesis from their surroundings itself. So what are the factors we have to know, and where the plants are preparing their food also we have to know. Means in which part the plant is preparing its food. Generally we called as, or we can say that the leaves are, or green leaves are food factories of the plant. So in the leaf itself they are preparing their food. So what are the factors are required? We should know that. So what are the factors here for preparing the food? Some of the factors are there, like can write here, see the water, and the next one is a sunlight, and the third one is chlorophyll, and The fourth one is carbon dioxide. These are the main factors for preparing the food. So, how they will get these factors? See, water. We know very well how the water is obtained by the plant from the soil, right? So, in the previous classes we learnt. So, the plant absorbs the water from the soil by the roots, and the stem is conducting the water, and finally the water is reaching to the leaves. So, in the leaves, it is helping for preparing the food. And then the next factor is the sunlight. How they will get or obtain the sunlight is from the sun. But here, the green plants only can capture the sunlight. So, the leaves contain the green color pigment which we called as chlorophyll. The green pigment. What we call that? Chlorophyll. So, this chlorophyll is present in the leaves, means green leaves. This chlorophyll is a pigment, green color pigment. It is helping to the plants for capturing the sunlight, and the sunlight is converted into the chemical energy. Means the light energy is converting into the chemical energy, right? So, in this, after finishing of this one, it is converting and it is getting the energy, right? So, next one more factor. What is that? That is the carbon dioxide. How the carbon dioxide is getting, here we can see when we are seeing the TS of leaf, we can observe this type of structure. So here, this green color area, completely this we called as a chlorophyll. So this chlorophyll is helping to plants to obtain or capture the sunlight, right? Okay, so then it is conducting the photosynthesis. That's why we can understand here, see, the sunlight is captured by the chlorophyll and it is helping for the synthesizing the food, right? So, because of that, this process we called as a photosynthesis. This process we called as a photosynthesis. Okay, come to that. Here, see this structure we called as a stomata. Where it's present? Here, if you are taking the tears or of the leaf, you can see this we called as a margin actually, and here this is a apex and rib. This is a rib, and in this area, especially the margin areas. In these margin areas, tiny pores are present. In these margin areas, tiny pores are present. These tiny pores, if you are observing closer, see this type of structure we can see. This we called as a stomata. This we called as a stomata. In this, see this called as a stomatal pore. Through this, the leaves are obtain the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So, it is also the carbon dioxide is one of the factors which are supporting to perform the photosynthesis, right? Then, here, these all factors are helping, and then finally the plant can prepare its own food. The process we called as photosynthesis, right? So the photosynthesis we can write here as or represent in a chemical equation. In which way? The word equation. See, the word equation I want to write by the using of these all. Mainly first it is taking the carbon dioxide plus water gives rise to carbohydrates plus the products are water plus oxygen and oxygen. So these are final products in this equation. So this we can write in a chemical formula also, right? In a chemical equation, say CO2 plus H2O gives rise to, he or she, under the presence of sunlight, by the using of chlorophyll, they will prepare that carbohydrates C6H12O6 plus the final products are water H2O plus O2. O2 means oxygen. O2 means here oxygen. This oxygen is very important for all the organisms, right? So here with this, the plants are preparing their own food themselves, right? Here the second mode of nutrition in a plant is heterotrophic nutrition. What is this? Heterotrophic nutrition. In this heterotrophic nutrition, again different modes are present. What is the meaning of heterotrophic nutrition? Already we learnt about this, right? So he or she, the plants or any organisms depend upon other organisms and they are obtaining their nutrients. The type of process of nutrition or mode of nutrition we called as a heterotrophic nutrition. In this again different types are there, like parasitic nutrition, saprotrophic nutrition and symbiosis and insectivorous plants. Right? Here first we have to know about parasitic nutrition. What is the parasitic nutrition? For example, if you are walking or traveling on the road, beside of the roads, some of the trees we can observe it is completely covered with the yellow color wiry branched plants. Right? So this is yellow color, means we can understand lack of chlorophyll. So obviously it cannot prepare its food. Right? So this yellow colored wiry branched structure is obtaining the nutrients from the tree. Now this tree we called as host and this yellow colored wiry branched structure we called as a parasite. Means it is obtaining complete food from this tree. Right? So the tree we called as a host. So this yellow colored wiry structure is Cuscuta, means for parasitic nutrition example is Cuscuta. This Cuscuta have the special type of roots. The roots we call as Hastoria, right? These Hastorial roots completely penetrate into the host tree up to the tissues for obtaining the nutrients, right? So this type of mode of nutrition we called as parasitic nutrition. The next mode of nutrition is a saprotrophic nutrition. What is the saprotrophic nutrition? You might have seen in the rainy season some of the umbrella-like structures growing on the rotting wood, right? So those are obtaining the nutrients from the rotten matter, right? And also you know other type of example is see the bread. At our home the spoiled bread, on this also the cotton fiber like structures will be grow on this like a patches, right? So from this the saprotropes are obtaining the nutrients, right? Means the saprotrophism means what is that? They are obtaining the food from the dead and decayed matter, right? Come to the next one, that is a symbiosis. What is the symbiosis? Here in this symbiosis, two types of the organisms are depend one on another and they are obtaining the food or otherwise they are helping each other and they are living together. Those type of plants we call as our nutrition we call as a symbiotic relationship. For this example, lichens. What is the lichens? Lichens means the relationship between the algae and fungi. Algae and fungi. Algae contain the chlorophyll, right? So it can prepare its own food. But fungi, there is no green color pigment which we called as a chlorophyll. So it cannot prepare its own food. So algae is supplying the food material to the fungi. Fungi is protecting the algae from the grazing animals or insects or anything, right? So, in this symbiosis relationship, both organisms are getting the benefits, right? The next one is a insectivorous plant. In this insectivorous plants, see, this we called as a pitcher plant. Actually, this we called as a pitcher plant. Here we can see that this is the pitcher plant. Here they have the chlorophyll and they can prepare their own food, but one or two of nutrients are lack in this. So here the leaves apex is modified into the pitcher-like structure, and it's have one lid also, and it is a capturing mouth also. It is capturing the insects for its requirement. So here when it is capturing a mouth-like structure, the lid will be closed and it is a trapping and falling into the pitcher. So the pitcher is secreting or releasing some of the digestive juices, and the insect is digested. So by the insects they are getting the nutrients. So this is also another type of the mode in a plants. Right? So we learned in this different types of modes and how the plants are preparing their food. These all topics are covered here. I hope you understood. Thank you.